So I'm going to do a couple tutorials on this country blues in E example. It's in the key of E major. I'm going to be using largely dominant 7 chords because it's blues after all. There's a steady bass on the bottom. So we start off in E. I'm doing lightly muted with my right hand, this bass note. And this is my shape of E7 that I'm going to use these 3 fingers and do a pluck like so. And then putting my bass note on the bottom, like so. Now, there's a lot you can do with that shape of chord. You can slide in, you can come down chromatically and come back up again. So. So that's a combination of chromatic, climb down, climb up, and a slide. All right, so that's 4 bars on the 1. Then we go to the 4, which is bass notes, the A note on the bottom. We find an A7 chord right there, standard A7. If I play the A note at the 5th fret, I get an A major. 7. So my first example, I'm playing this. All right, using these 3 fingers to pluck, and that steady bass note on the A. Back to the 1, which is the A7. 2 bars of this. All right, then we need a 5. We're at the last 4 bars of the 12 bars. So starting off with a B7. Find a B7 right there in the first position, but we also find this B7 shape, same shape as the A7, just 2 frets up. Just coming from this B major and putting in the flat 7. Cutting it down to size, a smaller shape at the 4th fret. So B major, we find when I play the higher octave of the B at the 7th fret. So a long B. So there's a lot you can do with it, just like we did with the A. So down to the A. Then we got the last 2 bars, which is the 1 and the 5. So on the 1, I'm going to do my first turnaround. There's my E. I'm going to do this pinch chromatic sequence. To the 5. And that ends the 12 bars. For the second half of the tutorial, I'm going to cover the introduction, some of the arpeggiated chords that I was playing, and some of the notes around the chords. So the video started off with an introduction, like so. right, so what I'm doing there is I'm sliding into a double stop, 5th fret of the A string and the 4th fret of the G string, hitting the high E, all the way down chromatically. Except I'm going to be adding the bottom end pulse note, muted with my right hand, so it's like so. Okay, and then the next part. So what I'm doing on the second half, sliding into the double stop, and then I'm pinching 3 notes at a time, coming down chromatically again, and finishing it off with the B7. On the second 12-bar section, I'm coming in on the E dominant 7 and arpeggiating like so. Okay, that's the first 4 bars of the 12 bar. Okay, continuing on the A7. Back to the E. Then the 5 comes up. So I'm playing the B7. And I'm playing the bass note at the F sharp in addition to the B bass note. That's my 5. So after that B7 comes the A7 and then the 1, the turnaround line back to the 5. E7, and that ends the second 12 bar. For the final 12 bar, I'm starting off my 1 in this way. So that's a slide and a double stop. With the bottom E note keeping steady. All right. On that long A, I'm just using my thumb and my index. To pick upwards, to hit the rest of the notes on that chord. All right. The 5. That B7 again. So on that final turnaround, I'm just coming up. And ending on the E7. All right, so that's it for this video. Thanks so much for tuning in. And if you like what you heard, please subscribe to my channel. There's lots more coming up. Thanks again.